Hey, so it's Dolores again. This is day one of the second vlog for August. It is August 16th. I don't know. I've noticed I play with my hair so much. I know I did play with my hair a lot, but I didn't realize how much I play with my hair until I started editing these videos. Eh. Either way, that well, okay. It's August 16th. It's Sunday. Today was the first day I slept in a really long time, and I slightly cheated because when I first got home, I was fed up and I was like, I'm going to sleep. Versus last Sunday, which you'll see in the vlog that I'm currently editing right now. My body decided to be a poop brain to me and woke me up at the time I would have had to go to work when I was off. So this Sunday I was like, I ain't playing that. And I took a melatonin so that I would make myself sleep. Um and I actually woke up right before I right around the time I wanted to. I was a little lazy getting going. I posted something on Instagram, but and my story about how I was tired and I just woke up and I needed to do this. So yeah, so I'm editing the first week vlog. It's actually a week, not weeks. Um for reasons I'll let you watch that vlog to find out exactly why. But short version of that is because of my dad. Um so yeah. Next month will be a little bit different. I'm taking a vacation. Thank the Lord. Finally, before I like lose my shit and just quit because I just can't. Because even though I am not personally working on our COVID units, the stress is all over the hospital. Like our supply system is bull doo doo right now, and how because we're in a pandemic, it's okay for us to like not follow regulations that we've been following for years on certain things, and it's just bullshit. And I've been doing this job for 4 years, and most people at this point have already either left to do something else in the medical field, left in general, or they're nurses, and I'm not looking at that right now. I'm enjoying just being an adult and working and getting back into like writing and reading and like hobbies that I had to give up when I started nursing school. So I'm not ready to like jump back into school or something else because I do enjoy what I'm doing. I'm just tired and I need a break, which I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get my boss to change my position slightly so that I won't have to what we call work the floor, which is what I'm doing right now, taking care of patients hands on. I want to try and transition to like a more desk position, but it's slightly on hold too. I don't know. The hospital's always been complicated, but it's even more complicated now. But so I've planned a vacation, but and I kind of did this on purpose. My dad feels bad, but I did it on purpose sort of. Part of my vacation is gonna fall during when he gets his treatments. Where he's gonna start new treatments. Not new. He's finally gonna start some kind of treatment for his disease that we finally have a real diagnosis for, which ironically was the very first diagnosis that the neurologist thought, and then he just wasn't 100% certain. So, um, I will be the biggest part that will be difficult is I'll be awake during the day because he has treatments early in the morning and then he'll be there for a long time. So when he's there, besides I'll probably take a nap. Besides that, I'm going to be writing and maybe doing like some sneaky video updates. So that will be more like a normal person vlog, like everybody else on all their tube, versus my like 2, maybe 3-day check-ins. But then after that, I have like another week and some days that I'm off. So I'll be doing intermittent vlogs. I might be some writing without posting, or I might just do a sneaky post on Instagram. But I also just want to enjoy some time with my husband, and I want to just be able to sleep and not have to deal with anything. Who knows? Maybe we'll order a lot of like delivery. Yeah, delivery. That's the word. Delivery. Who knows? I don't know. I do want to enjoy some of that. So there might not be some updates. Yeah, I don't know. But there'll be a vlog. I think my vacation will end up splitting into 2 different vlogs, but we'll see. So September will be awesome. August will continue the way it has been, where like I have Sunday off, Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's where all the vloggy stuff will be. Because, like I've said before, I am not writing on my days off. And if I do, it's like little sneaky things in the sense of like maybe it's more like research. And if that's the case, I'll let you guys know and update you like I've done a couple of times before. I think I've only done it twice. So, but again, I'm also like losing my mind at work. Okay. Well, this is day 1. I need to get back to editing this vlog so that I can write. Well, I thought I had deleted my original Publishing Dreams video, but I didn't. So I don't know if I want to remake my Publishing Dreams video or try to re-edit the original one. We'll see. If I re-edit the original one, I might do like a break right at the beginning and like type being like, I filmed this earlier and had problems uploading it, redid it now, or some weird thing like that. So I feel like I need to explain, because April tagged me a long time now at this point. So yeah, I feel like I have to explain. I will let you know when I do some writing, because I'm going to at least write 500 words today, at minimum 500 words. Even though I'm going to be doing a lot of like YouTube video stuff, I need to put some words in. So yeah, okay. First update for the beginning of the vlog. Touch base with you guys later. Hopefully you, at this point, you know how bad I am at like retouching base. Like I'll do a middle clip a lot of the times in my day, but then I never get back for the end of the day. I'm so bad at that. Just like my husband gets home and I'm just like done. It's like his time. Okay, bye. So I just have to sneak in here really quick and say, on my bios everywhere, I talk about how I love everything Oreo. So I have my water, of course, and I have my ASMR sounds. I'm doing Disney right now because right now Disney is helping me get through work. Like I can always find comfort in Disney. I was listening to Pandora and Pooh, the remake Pooh that came out, and they were talking about the letter that Christopher Robin left for Pooh Bear, and it's all messed up because of the honey. And they go to Owl, and Owl's like totally like lying in the song and everything. It's like it made me smile under my mask. I was walking to my car and I felt so much better. I'm like, oh, Pooh always saved my life forever. But besides that, so like I have that. And then I'm rewatching the Worldwide Write-a-thon. Because I caught a little bit of like I caught Jessica's intro, and then I went to sleep, and then I don't remember where I ended up. Somewhere in the middle. I don't remember whose it was. And then I went to work and I turned it off for a little bit, and then I didn't get a chance to like get back on my phone and turn it back on until sometime around like 2 a.m. Arizona time. And I think they were in Australia at that point. I don't know. So I caught like bits and pieces. And just because they're sprints and like I can't deal with the quiet, that's why I have my ASMR on that way, like there's some noise. Cause I can't do the silence. But then I can have like actual music because I'm editing. Complicated. But either way, despite the point. I have water, and then I have some goldfish that are the like wheat goldfish. I got those because they didn't have my Triscuits for work, and I was like, oh, I'll just get a little bag because you'd be surprised when you're wearing a mask, like goldfish and Cheez-Its, like I don't know if it's the cheese, but then like breath smells weird afterwards. Made me self-conscious later because that's what I used to eat as my snack before lunch in between my shift. And then like the best type of Oreos to snack on are mini Oreos. And then you tear it down, the best mini Oreos to me is, I always hate that it's backwards when I'm doing like selfie mode, but it's the mint fudge dipped mini Oreos. Hell yes. The bad thing is that they're addicting and I could eat them all. But on the bright side, because it's so effing hot here, when we went to the store, I had to stop at my father's afterwards to pick up some clothes that I'd left there. Just put them back. That they were in the car, so they melted a little bit. So they're like more in like chunks of mini Oreos. So it's keeping me from like just keeping the bag in my lap and like just eating them, which I have done before and eaten a whole bag in a day when it was supposed to last me a week. But it's keeping me from doing that because I'm like, I eat a little bundle and then I'm like, oh, I'll have some goldfishies now. Not that fishies is a word, but whatever. So yeah, I just wanted to declare that the best mini Oreos, which is the best Oreos to snack on, not part of like a snack time or part of like a meal, is the mini Oreos. Snack time, like something to snack on. Because there's a difference between snack time and then snacking on something. There's a difference. I have a mother who's a preschool teacher. I know there's a difference. But the best Oreos to snack on are the mini Oreos, and the best ones are the fudge covered ones. And then just because I love the mint mini fudge covered Oreos. Hell yes. Thank you. You can fight me on it. Put it in the comments if you want to argue. But that's the best one. All right, back to work because I ain't even halfway through the video. I keep stopping when they start talking. Okay, bye. Hey, so this is next update in vlog. It's Sunday, August 23rd, and again, like just Sunday and Sunday. To I've told you guys before because of like work and stuff. Like my vlogs are gonna be honest. I'm always gonna be honest with what's happening that affects my writing. That's the point of me wanting to do vlogs. I want to honestly depict my experience of writing. And I had a plan to write. I also had a plan to try and fix my Adobe Premium Brush, which I may have figured out may just be my internet speed. And luckily my husband and I were already thinking about increasing our internet speed in general, so looks like that's what I'm going to do. I like just unplugged everything in my house, took my phone off of the Wi-Fi and turned everything else off, and I'm going to try and upload my vlog for the first week of August because it's a short vlog. So I'm hoping that will get through the internet and at least post so that it's not so long since the last time I posted. And then once I get my internet increased, I will probably batch, or like I might then try to what I might do is upload all my old content like for a week until I catch up. But I have playlists for everything because I personally love playlists. I love the fact that I can just put it on a playlist and it will automatically connect to each video. Um, so I watch it in order. The playlist will be in order, but my actual posts won't be. So I'll upload my old end of camp vlog and stuff like that. So, but the reason I didn't get any writing done Tuesday and Wednesday was because I had family stuff. When my Potion Dreams finally pops up, you will see, and I think I've mentioned it before, my dad is sick. He has he has CIPD, which is similar to like ALS kind of stuff. And he's been getting sicker and sicker, and he will start treatments next month, God willing. And during that time, when I take him to treatments, he's going to be there for a long time. So I'm planning to get writing and stuff done then. But he fell and lost function to his left side. And my brothers had to come help my mom get him up, and then I went over to check on him and assess how his body was doing, and he had hit his head, so he was really out of it. I spent the whole rest of my Tuesday there, and then pretty much all of my, no, not all, like most of my Wednesday, but he was doing much better by then. So pretty much once my mom got home, I left because I felt like he was fine. He had recovered enough to be decently by himself. So, well, he was by himself. My mom was there, but whatever. So because of that, I was tired and drained and kind of fed up with like my Adobe, and I didn't want to do anything. Even though I told my husband Wednesday, I was like, I want to write, I need to write. And instead I fell asleep because I was just tired. Okay. Trying to set up my vlog to publish. Okay. So I didn't do anything then. I didn't check in with anybody or on the vlog. So August has been interesting, mostly because I've just been angry at my computer, which wasn't even my computer's fault. My poor computer has felt my rage, and it wasn't even its fault. It was my internet's fault. So I'm going to, if you follow my Instagram, I've said before, like my little in-between sneak peeks, I post there also, especially like my stories. And I posted on my feed about something I was getting from Amazon, a book. So, incongruent with this, I'm going to be doing a reading-esque vlog. I don't know if I want to call it a reading vlog, but it's like a reading-esque vlog on a book I bought. But it's definitely going to be like a vlog-esque. After this, it's going to be more half and half, like proper vlog. I'm going to like set up my filming setup after this while my video processes. And I'm going to open the bag and present the book and explain why I bought the book and why I'm going to do something special for it. And then I also got my Scribbler box, so I'm going to do an unboxing for that too. So, we will see. I also have to I just had breakfast, but it was late breakfast because of course I slept in because it's my day off. But there's nothing in the fridge. And my crock pot meal will probably be ready just in time for my husband to get home. Even though tonight's our eat out night anyways. So I'm gonna have to order some food before everything closes. I'm thinking Asian. I've been in an Asian mood for like the last 2 months. I don't know why. Okay. All right. So I will update you on if the video posted when I'm done doing all my other filming and then I actually start writing. So yeah, today's busy. All right. I'll see you then. Hey, so just really quick before I do any of my other editing stuff. What I did do on Tuesday and Wednesday when I was at my dad's, unable to really write, was that I finished reading finally. Save the Cat Writes a Novel. You can see I tabbed a lot of it. I counted as I technically finished reading it. If you can see, I still have a bookmark in there. I have to read the pitch stuff where she's like teaching us how to like do a pitch and how to write like a synopsis and stuff like that. I don't count that as part of the point of the book of like, how to write a book. So I finished and I can see the appeal of what everyone's saying about the book. I don't want to write like not write, excuse me. I don't want to give a review on it. But I do enjoy it and it did make me realize that my like bare bones skeleton outline-esque thing is kind of like one lines of sort of her outline process, or maybe even like less, because it's only like a few points, honestly, on my little outline. So we'll see. But I did enjoy it. I did like the breakdown of the genres and how she shows us the outline and the outline for each genre. So I enjoyed that. Yeah. All right. I just wanted to add that in to the regular vlog that I did read this and finish it while I was at my parents' house watching over my dad. All right. Okay. Now to all the other stuff I need to do. All right. So next clip. I don't know. That was weird. Okay. Update. It is 11:23, almost 11:30 now. I had some food. I did both videos, the unboxing and the video about my Theo. While I was eating, I was watching the Black Author Tube tag videos. Was going to watch it and then I didn't end up doing it. And then this probably sounds bad, but then Kate Kavanaugh on like, when you open up the YouTube app and it's that first screen, the home screen, I guess. I don't know what screen it is, but that first screen, sometimes it gives you like random suggestions, or on the mobile, it will give you like if someone posts on their community tab. She had posted a link to Cachet's video and the playlist to boost views and stuff like that. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm not gonna write because I'm gonna eat, so I'll start watching it. Because when I saw it, I think it was on the day I had to go to work, so I didn't want to like get into it. So I watched that, and on Cachet's one, she talked about doing a tag for other minorities, pretty much, and it made me think, and I was like, I don't know if I'm the right person, but that always makes me, because there's this huge push, which they have a right. They have a right. Any minority has a right. And I took some minority culture classes in college when I was doing like prereqs and stuff. And they have a right, but there's a huge push and focus on the African American Black culture and diverse representation and outlook and view. But it always makes me think about lately about me and my culture and my identification because um I don't see a lot of me. Me being someone who identifies as Mexican American Hispanic, not Mexican or not Hispanic, and um or Mexican Hispanic, however you want to say, because there are some people that identify as Hispanic, but they're Mexican immigrants. They journeyed from here from Mexico to here, um, or Hispanic as like from Spain. And while after I had finished eating and the video was still playing a little bit, I did because it always makes me want to look up, because one of the questions they have is about like authors that influenced them and stuff like that. It made me look up authors again. This time I found some, ironically, women that published some books that I didn't even realize had a Hispanic influenced story. I had seen the book on BookTube, but I guess I wasn't paying attention enough when they opened it or whatever it was. I didn't realize that it had a Hispanic culture influence on it. I saved some of those to my Goodreads, and yeah, it just made me think about some stuff. So I did some research for a little bit, and again, some of the people that popped up were mostly like fiction, nonfiction books, older, not that it's wrong if they're older or young, but like older authors um that that the majority of them are not from here. They're not from America. And I guess that's what I'm pushing. Like Black African American um, authors are writing books, whether they're fiction, fantasy, sci-fi esque based, um, or contemporary based stories. They're writing about influences and stuff here in America and how they feel, or like Lizelle is Canadian, so she's writing her story based off of her. There are authors who write stories that are influenced from Africa because they're trying to pay tribute to their heritage back then. But a lot of it is focused here, some kind of reflection on America, or like Canada, like where they live, versus always constantly going back to being like, oh, Africa is the main story. Where I find a lot of um, Mexican, Hispanic uh, authors harken back to Mexico so much. Like the newest book, Mexican Goth, or Goth Mexican, whatever it is. I read the synopsis for that, like the back of the book kind of thing, on the internet, and it's a Hispanic, I'm not exactly sure if she's Mexican American or Mexican woman, going to Mexico, and the book takes place in Mexico. So it's not, to me, a representative of what I'm looking for. Which is different than like a fan, because some of the ones I saved are, oh, I have Kevin and Laura's live stream up because I want to write with the live stream. Let me pause it real quick. If it's fantasy based influence, there we go, from Mexico, but it's like a whole other thing that I'm fine with. I get that. And some of the books I did see seem to be kind of like that. They definitely don't take place in our world. Um, but other like contemporary books, most of the time they're like, oh, this person going back to find their heritage or going back to Mexico for whatever reason. Then I'm like, what about here? Like, again, they have every right to. Um, African Americans are well known in their struggles. And again, I'm not a person who has a lot of experience experience on a lot of the prejudices and hindrances. No, that's not what I was looking for. That's the best thing I can think of. That Mexican Americans, or definitely Mexican immigrants, have coming here or living here in America. But everybody has some kind of viewpoint on or some kind of experience with the African American struggle. That's the word I was looking for, struggle. And they help us greatly, for sure. Like with the civil rights movement and their wanting for freedom, their ability to come together and do that helped us, because if they got freedom, we were able to pretty much piggyback on that. And we got rights and things as well. The biggest thing, at least I grew up in here, in Arizona, specifically Southern Arizona, which is where a lot of the Mexican American, Hispanic Mexican community is, was Cesar Chavez, who led a small, compared to the civil rights and like Martin Luther King Jr., led a small group of protesters for those Mexican Hispanic people who were picking. And if you don't know what a picker is or picking, those are the people who go out to the field and pick your fruits and vegetables and grain and things like that. Things that need to be done by hand and cannot be done by machines. Of course, yet, because, technology, probably one point have some like robot picking fruit. But the group was very specific on grapes. Is something that is referenced a lot, like people who picked grapes, whether it was for wine or for actual consumption of a grape, or like raisins. And there was like grocery store protests and boycotts and all kinds of things like that. But compared to the civil rights movement, it was really small. This movement that I'm aware of is a very local movement, and not everyone really expresses it. So when I went to school, we didn't have any special day to honor Cesar Chavez. There is a day for him, but we didn't really do anything. I didn't realize some people did until my mother moved school districts and started working for a different one, and they actually had a holiday, like a day off, in honor of Cesar Chavez. So I was like, oh, okay. And the kids really did learn, much like, with Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, where it falls in like close to or in, I can't remember right now. No, it's in it's in January, and then Black Heritage Month or African American Month, whatever, is in February. So it's close. You learn about that in January usually. You have some kind of touch on it, and then February comes and it's pushed more, depending on most likely where you live. As a daughter of teachers from two different school districts, that's usually how it runs for us here, in my experience. But for us, it's not really that emphasized. And me looking up things, I actually just randomly, because again, Cache mentioned it about how you look up Black author tube and like nothing pops up, or it's like a bunch of white author tubers. I was like, I wonder. So I looked up Hispanic author tubers and Mexican American author tubers. I popped up with the same thing with a lot of white author tubers. I found one person who I had saw earlier, and she's Indian well, I don't remember if she said she's Indian American or Indian, something like that. And then one girl that I recently followed, where she is Latina, and I think it's Puerto Rico heritage. She said she has, which her name is, hold on, I can't remember. I know it's Maria something. Because I'm bad at remembering stuff like this. Her name is Esther Maria Ad- Aduya Arwaha. Ugh, I will never be able to say her name correctly. Excuse me. And I had already followed her, and then I popped up with two other tubers, like way down. Like I had to just like scroll down. Two men who had last names that looked like they had Hispanic references to, or Mexican references to. I'm not going to say their names because I found both of them had AuthorTube newbie tags. I think they both did the 2.01. Neither of them mentioned their heritage in the tag, and they didn't say anything in there about me about their heritage. So I don't want to call them out just in case they're not, and I don't want to offend anybody. So, what is the point of this rant? I'm so freaking ranty about this every time I watch it, and I just can't help but watch these videos because I do want to I want to support them, but I have to find my book. I don't know where I put it, but I know I saved it. I did a humanities class on I forget exactly what it was called, but it was a minority class. And yes, the teacher was white, but she was married to, it was either a Hispanic or a Native man, something like that. And he had inspired her to learn more, and through that she wanted to learn about a lot. And she had done this book because she was the author of the main book that we used, and she taught the class, and she did extensive research on at the time, all the big minority groups. And this book, you can tell based off of who like came first. So like the biggest chunk in this book was about African Americans. Obviously, we touched on slavery and civil rights, and like even modern times and the struggle. Modern times being from when she wrote the book, which again I don't remember. How it was still recent. I know that when I watched it. I mean, not watched it, read it, and this was like, oh, oh more than 4 years ago, more than 5 years ago, something like that. And then the next section was about, no, the first section was about Native Americans. Then that was the biggest section. And then the second one was African Americans. And then from there, the third section which was the next pretty biggest section, was about Mexican Americans or Mexican immigrants coming over, and how this story is still like mostly continuing because more immigrants continue to come over, whether they're legal or illegal, whatever, and then give birth to children here. The story is continuing and evolving. And then the smallest section was about Asian Americans, or the Asian immigration not process story, and how they are the smallest group that at the time has come over, and the one who has had the smallest influence on society, because they don't have as hard of a problem, especially now, merging in with white society. On the flip hand, if you ever wonder why some Asian families have Hispanic last names, it's not necessarily because they married a Hispanic person at some point in their past. A lot of Asian immigrants that came over when like the first push that came over into the West, a lot of them adopted Hispanic last names to be accepted, being that Hispanic culture and Hispanic people were the core in the West, like California, the New Mexico territory. So they chose Hispanic last names to be more accepted, which I didn't realize until I took that class. A little tip for you. Because like I have a doctor at my hospital who has a Hispanic last name. And if you, lots of, especially like travel nurses that come in, they're like, oh, what's doctor, what's that doctor's name? And we're like, oh, it's Dr. So-and-so. It's, he has a very white first name and then a Hispanic last name. And they're like, oh, really? I'm like, yes. So it catches them off guard all the time. And if I didn't know that little blip of history, I would also be very surprised. So, and I've also seen it in patients when they come into like they're obviously some kind of Asian descent, but they have a Hispanic last name. So, diversity is different, and how things are pushed is so different. I have seen, because I've also read it like it within the like romance way, um a lot of Asian authors getting pushed, very similar, again, no offense, but very similar to white authors. They're easily pushed. It seems like it's not so radical versus African American authors or African or black, excuse me, authors, where they it seems like they're pushing because publishers are thinking that they have to because of how society is right now. um but there's not a huge push, and I doubt that it's because there's not many authors, but like the Mexican Hispanic community is not pushed very much. We're kind of put to the wayside, and it always makes me think of, in 8th grade we were doing social studies, and we were talking about like civil rights and like the after effect of the Civil War and stuff like that. There was a picture of a sign. I don't know if I can even find it. It was in my teacher's like PowerPoint. And this sign will always stick with me, I think forever. It was one of those signs of like um when they're like not allowed whatever. So on this sign it said not allowed blacks, native or Indians, which was Native Americans, animals, and then Mexicans. That we were so low on the totem pole that a dog was more accepted into a store or whatever the establishment was than than an actual person. A Mexican person was below an animal. And that's just something that always stuck with me, because it was like, really? Like like, and it's true, but it's like African Americans are more accepted in society than a Hispanic person, or a Mexican American person. And even Native Americans are more accepted into society than us. On the flip side, though, many Native Americans are mistaken for Hispanics because our skin color is very similar. So I don't know. Point of this update was to let you know that I was going to start writing. And then I did the videos. Oh, my video did not publish, by the way. The trick that I was going to try did not work. So I'm just going to have to wait to call the Cox person on Tuesday when I'm off. Because I ain't calling them Monday because I work. And then, so I'm going to start writing. I have my little ambiance music up and ready to go. I'm going to be writing with Kevin and Laura's live stream replay that Kevin did this week. Yeah, I think it was Kevin. Oh, I guess last week. It's Sunday. Ugh, my brain. That was on Kevin's channel Thursday, past Thursday. This is not what I want to be when I rant, but it is. Okay. All right. I will maybe see you for another update. Who knows? You know I'm horrible at this. All right. See you then. So, it's still Sunday. Technically, it's Monday, but it's Sunday. And I've only written 100 words. I think I didn't even count it. It was just so little. I'm just assuming that I wrote 100 words. I'm struggling. Not even my live streams are pushing me. I've been distracted. And a little bit ago, my husband called me, told me that he's out of work and he's gonna go grab dinner because he had a crappy day too. So I think what I'm gonna do is do some campfire work. I'm gonna take my main story and put it in campfire. I've been thinking about doing that because it might be nice to have it. I like my book and being able to flip through my book. But I think putting it also in campfire will be nice too. So I think I'm just going to do that and not put any actual words down, but be productive in something because I do want to do that. I do want to be productive. Because I don't want to work on my space story and I don't want to work on my third story that I haven't told you guys really anything about. I want to do something, but I also don't want to do anything. I'm just hitting that point in the day where I'm tired because it's because I've learned that my husband and I are almost on the same time schedule as Japan and Australia, roughly, our day, when we get up and go to bed and stuff like that. So let's see. Oh, it's 5:20 in Japan. So yeah, it's that point in the day where you've gotten off of work and you're going home in a normal life. Or if I was working day shift, or something like that, I would be almost I have 30 minutes left of my shift and then I could go home if I was working in a hospital. So yeah, I'm hitting that wall of productivity. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I kind of want to go to sleep, but I can't because my husband's home and I haven't eaten and taken my medicine or anything. And I feel even though I did I did some stuff for the church that I needed to do, and I'm going to start teaching again. Hopefully soon. I have a meeting with the new youth director on Wednesday. It would have been my Sunday. And I did some of that, and then I did those videos. So I was productive. I did things. I just didn't put words on the page. And then when I started, I literally just finished a scene that I hadn't finished yet. And it was only 100 words that I needed to finish. And I thought it was more. And I'm pretty much starting another scene. If I'm getting scenes correctly, I still don't know if I understand scenes. Maybe I should read that same book. Laura really liked it. Maybe I should actually read. I mean, it's going to take 100 years, to save the cat, because I'm bad. I'm going to do the campfire. I want to be productive. So, and this is literally just going to be plugging in stuff. Unlike my space where I've decided I hate all my character names, I must find new names. So that's different. Okay, I'm gonna be productive. All right, bye. Alright, guys, so I just wanted to do an end clip. I'm trying to make sure, even if I do it late, because it's late. An end clip, again, I'm not going to tell you what day it is. But, ugh. Um, so this rounds out week 4? Yeah, 4. I finally got my internet and stuff to work. I posted Vlog4. I'm going to edit the Scribbler unboxing and then work on this week's vlog and the last Camp Nano vlog. I'm going to do my publishing dreams video. And then hopefully, I think I'll be caught up then. And then hopefully things will just start coming out on the regular. The bi-weekly vlogs will actually be bi-weekly. And then in between them will be the Scribbler boxing at the end of the month. And then, or beginning of the month, depending on when I get boxes. And then I want to do some tags. So, because I like watching tags. And we haven't had any in a while, minus the Publishing Dreams one. And then it just died again. I enjoy tags. I'm going to bring back some old ones. I can make that sound like people watch me. No one really watches me. I have like 3 subscribers, I think. So yeah, this week is gonna be kind of small too. I had plans to write Tuesday and Wednesday, but I again went over to my dad's and did some stuff. I did read my uncle's book, so I was doing something. And then when I got home, both days, I was really tired. And I think a lot of that is also from work. I've talked about it before. I feel much better being away from work right now, but I'm also just tired. Burnout's real, guys. It's so real in the medical world. And I always thought I had burnout before, but the way I feel now is nowhere compared to what I felt before when I've just been tired and I just need to go on like a break. Like, no, I constantly feel like I just want to run away. Last night, I had multiple times where I felt like for no real reason, things that I should have, like, for years I've been dealing with, like, I just take it in stride. I'm like, oh, whatever, this regular shift. Like, multiple times during the night, I thought I was just going to burst out in tears. Like, I thought I was just going to fall apart. So, I think between that and then dealing with stuff that's happening with my father and my family, on top of that, because the world decided this year has decided to crap on everybody, and it's just, everything's just piling up on everyone. Like, you have the pandemic baseline shit, and then you have like more shit on top of it, everyone's personal shit on top of the like world pandemic crisis, and like everyone's stressing out, and I think that's just how I'm feeling too. And I'm just tired, and I'm not having much energy to do stuff. Like, I don't know if I'm going to actually write because I'm going to be working on all the editing and stuff because I want to catch up, like I said. So I might not write today. I might. We'll see. Because it's going to take time in between to like edit and then post and all that bull to do. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But like I said, this is the end clip for the 4th vlog, I think. I don't know. You'll see when you click on it. Yeah. So that's it for that. I will start the new vlog today, though I have a feeling it will probably all just be editing stuff today. And then maybe I'll read some of my uncle's video. Some of my uncle's book. Again, I don't have it with me. Dang it. I think I showed it in this video. If not, I'll really quick put up a picture, or no, I'll put a link to it in the description below. All the proceeds going to the book are going to local charities in the Tucson area, including ALS Foundation. So far it's a good book. And I think it's a good description so far of world here. But we'll see. I'm not even like half through it, honestly. So we'll see. How am I ending it? I still haven't figured out how to end any of my stuff, especially because I'm bad at doing end clips. But if you like this, even though it's short, if you want to see some tags and continue watching my writing journey and this YouTube journey, then go ahead and subscribe. And I do the Scribble unboxing every month. So if you like watching unboxings in general or the Scribbler unboxing, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the like button. And I'll have my social media links down below. This is so bad. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Not that I'm on Twitter very often. I'll see you guys next week or in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I will see you guys later. Bye.